Hi, my name is Grant McIntyre, and today I'll be discussing the hymns of the Muscogee Creek Indians. Throughout this class, we've talked about many different tribes, from tribes in the plains to tribes in the northwestern coast, the Arctic, subarctic, the northeast, all throughout this area around the United States. But the most interesting thing that I have learned has been about the Muscogee Creek tribe and the hymns that have come out of this region. The hymns that are out of the Muscogee Creek tribe and their region are something that, to me at least, is very unique in Native American music and Native American history itself. So we'll talk about the history of the music to begin with. So the Muscogee Creeks are a nation that is nationally recognized Creek tribe, originally from the southeastern United States, around the Georgia area. This was before they were forcibly removed by the Trail of Tears. So in 1832 was the last year where they were in their original native lands before they were moved to Oklahoma, where they currently reside. The music that they have produced, because of their history in that portion of the country and the influence that groups have had on them, makes it a very diverse roots for this music. The hymns have an Anglo-Scot, hint of Anglo-Scot, African-American music, Christian lyrics with the Creek tongue and language that the people still speak today. So the Christian and Anglo-Scot aspects come from missionaries that evangelized to the Creek Indians. These missionaries, for the most part, were from the European continent around Scotland, and throughout time, with the ministering they did to the people, the Christian ideals blended into the culture. And you see this today. Most of the Muscogee Creek towns in Oklahoma, not just because Oklahoma is in the Bible Belt, but these towns have churches, and the churches continue to preach the message, the Christian message that has been passed down to them throughout the ages. And so the African American part of this music comes from the area in which the tribe used to be a part of. So in the southeastern United States, back in the 1800s and beforehand, slavery was very prevalent. And the music that the slaves produced while out in the fields is very similar to what you'll hear with the Muscogee Creek hymns and songs. For example, Sweet and Low, Sweet Chariot sounds a lot like Hallelujah, which is a typical, a common hymn of the Muscogee Creek tribe. The music style itself represents its diverse background. The Christian lyrics, like we've talked about, and the African American hymn style beautifully blend together to create this music that is something that is very unique to American music and to Native American music itself. The hymns, like most hymns, are sung in unison. Typically, not too much accompaniment for these songs, but the vocals are in unison. The melodies are consistently repeated throughout. It's a smooth style of music. It flows very well and very catchy too. The lyrics are text, and they all have significance to the performers, so we're not listening to just vocables here in this music. The use of the music today, the Muscogee Creek tribes still sing these songs today, like I talked about earlier. The church services that still go on, these were very much highlighted in the movie This May Be the Last Time, which was one of the assigned options for a previous paper we had. But the movie very well highlights this, the background and the history of these tribes in Oklahoma, and how the churches today exist and still exist with the members that they have, the songs that they're playing, these hymns that are very traditional. And something that they've struggled with as of late is the generations are beginning to get older that are in the church. The younger generations leave home in search of opportunity or something different and either don't come back or come back and having not learned the original tongue, the native tongue of the Creek Indians. And one specific example of this was these hymns that were played in the film. Sterling Harjo's grandfather, Pete Harjo, was killed in an accident, and while the people of the tribe were searching for him, they would sing these hymns, but only a handful of people know these hymns now, and the youth simply aren't learning them. So, kind of bringing things back together, the use today is typically in these church services around these communities in the Creek, the Muscogee Creek Nation. Additionally, what we've seen as of late, as the movie also highlighted, as Yale professors have noted, there's a correlation with all the music and its roots, and as they dig deeper to figure out what that background is, they have brought groups such as the group highlighted in the film up to the university to sing with other groups, Anglo-Scot and African-American Christian groups, to note the similarities in the song. The similarities are striking. So the music itself is being constantly discovered today. So as of late, in the last 20, 30 years, it has had a resurgence of its popularity per se because of the studies that professors have been doing. So, the Muscogee Creek Hymn, to kind of conclude things here, the Muscogee Creek Hymn is something that is very uniquely American. The blend of the different cultures in this music makes it something that is truly American, and some, as discussed throughout our readings and throughout the film, this may be the last time, some professors believe that this is truly the first American music because of all the diverse blends that it comes from to make something that is new and unique to music, Native American music, and to music as a whole. You have songs such as Yankee Doodle, which have a English or European descent that a lot of people would claim, no, this is the traditional American music, whereas this Muscogee Creek, the Muscogee Creek hymns, are something that was truly born and bred here, and has a beautiful, rich, and unique history that I believe is very interesting, and I think you should learn more about it as well. Thank you.